What you got to say on that crap laying on the table that they sent us?
Okay. Well, what I have to say about the letter that was sent to us by the Aryan white race, in conclusion, is that they have bugged out that, like it says in the scripture, their fathers have inherited lies, and just through those few scriptures that I brought out tonight and the pictures that I brought out tonight should clarify the myth that they have in their mind, and their arrogancy and the state of mentality that they have. It should shut down the stupidity that's been perpetrated through the earth for centuries. They need to go and do more research, and they should really talk to somebody that can shed some light on this truth to them, other than us, like the scholars that we brought out in these books tonight. All right? But it'll probably be more priests coming forth to talk about this paper, because there's a whole lot of things that they said in this paper that is lies. Mm-hmm. All right? So with that, we're going to see you next week. We're going to continue on with the truth that the Negroes are the real Jews, and that the West Indians, Puerto Ricans, and Cubans are Panamanians, the Indians on the reservations, the Haitians, the Indians in Central America, South America, derived from the 12 tribes of Israel, without a shadow of a doubt. And that Jesus Christ is black, the Supreme is black, and that there's a future for our people in the second coming and the return of Christ to this earth. He's coming to redeem us and to free us and set us back in our own land, which is Israel. And say, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Shalom, power to Israel, destruction and death to all the nation. Harag, Yahweh, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Water. Shalom.
Shalom, my brothers and sisters. This is High Priest Yashiyah, coming to you again from the Israeli School of UPK to bring you the truth and the light. The truth that has been hidden from you for centuries, ever since you were brought here on slave ships. And our purpose here at the Israeli School is to bring forth this truth. And the truth is that the biblical people of the Bible were black. When you read about the Israelites, when you read about Moses, David, Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Gideon, when you read about all of the prophets of the Bible and the holy people, you're reading about black people of Negroid and Indian descent throughout North, Central, and South America.
What kind of people?
Black people. All of the people of the Bible. When you read about the Jews, when you read about the Israelites, when you read about the chosen people of God, you're reading about black people of Negroid and Indian descent that were brought to this country over 400 years ago and suffered to be slaves under the hand of the devil. They were brought before the face of the serpent, and they were made slaves under this devil, the so-called white man. Now, many of you people that have a depleted mind that has been deranged from your birth by falsehood and lies in your church system, in your school system, and basically under the system of Satan, many of the things will be difficult for you to understand and hard for you to believe. Not that we care. We don't care if you believe what we're saying or not. We have the truth and we're reading facts. And your disbelief and your unbelief and your ignorance is not going to change the prophecies of the Most High. Right now, today, I saw on the news, today, September the 13th, 1993, a traitor came to this country by the name of Yashiyah, a man that has betrayed his own people. He's betrayed the entire Muslim community and the Islamic faith by being brought out and bought physically by the devil to put up a fake peace plan, because there is going to be no peace in the Middle East, no matter how many agreements they sign, until the Jews return unto Israel. And the Jews are not in Israel right now. The devil is running around in Israel, proclaiming himself to be a Jew. This is why there's no peace, no matter what they do for the so-called Palestinians, which are nothing but Greco-Roman babies falsely identifying themselves as Philistines. They're nothing but the children of Satan. The white man that wears a rag around his head running around in the Middle East claiming to be an Arab, Israel does not belong to him. Neither does it belong to the devil, the white man that's running around in the land of Israel proclaiming to be a Jew. I have a problem. And my problem is, I don't understand why the devil have a problem being Satan. I really don't understand that. Why do you so-called white people want to be something that you're not? Why is it that you have a problem being yourself? Why is it that you don't want to come out of the closet and admit that you're the children of Satan and admit your wickedness and your evilness? Why do you want to be holy people when you're born wicked people? Why do you want to be black when you're so-called white? Why do you want to be the holy people when you are the wicked people of the Bible? You're wasting your time. No matter how many peace agreements Arafat signed, Yitzhak Rabin, or nobody else, there's never going to be peace in this earth until the wicked are destroyed off the face of the earth and the righteous are set up under the laws of the Most High. Now we're going to go in the Bible, we're going to touch on a lot of topics. We received a ton of hate mail this week. Some redneck group that's really probably a homosexual group or something sent this little letter proclaiming us to be a black coat of Satan. And it says, no peace unto you. But they didn't leave an address. They didn't have the guts to leave an address for us to respond back to this little kindergarten letter that some white infidel wrote. These letters mean nothing. You can write letters until the skin falls off your fingers. You're not going to stop the mighty Israelites from coming out with the truth of the Most High. Now I want to go into a topic now, because since they wrote on this letter, black coat of Satan, I want to go in the Bible and find out who is Satan. Give me John 8:44 right quick. I'm going to make a statement and then I'm going to prove it. A lot of you are so ignorant. You've been going to church and eating pig feet and picking a banjo and jumping and hollering all your life so much that when somebody comes to you with facts, nobody can reach you. You're worse than Rodney King, getting beat over the head with a nightstick 53 times. Well, Negro at home, you better sit down and listen and learn something here today. If you don't know that the white man is the devil now, then there's no hope for you. You are a lost generation. John 8:44, read.
Ye are of your father the devil.
You so-called white people, you're of your father the devil. This is what Christ said. This is in the book of John, the 8th chapter, the 44th verse. Read.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Everything your forefathers stood for, you stand for. From the Greeks to the Romans, and we can run the time clock all the way back to the Idumeans, the Edomites. You've been wicked from the womb. Another scripture says the wicked are estranged from the womb. As soon as they be born, they go away speaking lies. Read.
He was a murderer from the beginning.